All right. Why is the tab not? Okay, there we go. Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm gonna be playing. Have you slept? Yeah. I woke up at like 5 a.m. today, which I guess is pretty decent. I got up at like 5 a.m. I'm gonna be doing something I haven't done on stream in a while. I'm gonna play on my mini account. I figured it would be good to get to at least 9,500 trophies today, which is Legendary Arena. I'm actually gonna go ahead and boost the wizard. It's gonna last 3 hours, which will be probably the rest of the stream. Oh my gosh, we just got a 4-star lucky drop. What the heck? That's kind of wild. Alright. Well, yeah, I'm curious if people enjoy this kind of... I wouldn't say this account's like... It's not... Well, it's almost free to play, I guess you could say. The evos I have on it were the ones that they gave for free. How tall are you? I'm 6'1". Do mushrooms next? Bruh, no, I'm not... Honestly, I'm not going to do, like, edibles or, like, shrooms, like, ever again. I already said in the video I've tried shrooms before, like, a low dose of it. But I'm not going to do that or, like... weed like ever again, to be honest. I just feel like it's not really worth it. Just RG here because that rocket was pretty aggressive by him. Now stick to drinking. I'm gonna be honest, even alcohol's a bit weird sometimes for me, at least. Like, I kind of been thinking about if I just want to quit it entirely. At least like anything more than like 1 or 2 drinks, I feel like it's a little bit like I've had a bad experience with it. Anytime it's more than like 1 or 2. But yeah, it's just like, it's honestly not really worth it. What's up, drip cuts? Just log here, I guess. Yeah, quit drinking, bro. I'm considering just quitting altogether because I don't really know if it's worth it, honestly. Just wizard. How's it going, dog? Today, I might upload a video later on the Valk, actually, because the Valk is really good right now in this meta. I actually saw there's way more people using the Valk compared to the Knight, which I feel like really says a lot, because usually there's more people using the Knight or the Knight Evo, but there's way more people using the Valk now because of how good the witches and other things are in the meta. So I was thinking of maybe doing that today for a video. How's it going, Elliot? Andre says morning. Good morning, Andre. This will be interesting. I wonder with my card levels if you guys think it's possible to hit 10k. It might actually be, I don't know, because I feel like getting 10k isn't really that difficult. There's probably even been like some people that have hit 15k with some underleveled cards, or like a ton of underleveled cards. I don't know for sure. ITX or MITX PC, what do you think? I have no idea what that is, to be completely honest. Are they all 14? Yeah, pretty much everything in the deck is 14 or 13. I do have a level 15 E-Giant, though. Possible to hit 10k as a level 14? Yeah, I definitely think so, but I'm wondering if 15k... I think even 15k is possible, but you might need to have most of your deck at level 15. I don't know, though, but I think even hitting 15k isn't that hard, probably. This guy just missed the rocket, bro. What is this guy doing? Oh my gosh. Bro. I'm at 12k at level 14. Yeah, I think Migo Man says, with the 2 I don't know, says put the fries in the bag. Bro, what? Hugo says, bro, I just saw your most recent YouTube video. That stuff's crazy. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Migo, for the dono. We just got a lightning chest. Oh, yeah, I got chests on this account. I kind of forgot about that. Definitely not. Oh, wow, okay, we just got the vibes. I didn't even realize we didn't have it on this account. Alright, if we get to 9,500 quickly, maybe I'll try to go for 10k. We'll see how it ends up going. It might not be that bad. Maybe we'll get some, like, levels and stuff during this stream, too. It could be interesting to try different stuff out. Like, I mean, I do have the E-Giant. Let me sort by level. I do have the E-Giant at level 15, so I could consider using E-Giant. Barbell might be better instead of Log, but I don't know. I feel like Log might be better. Let's just, like, see how it goes. It depends on how much bait we're matching, because I feel like at this trophy range there's a ton of bait. Vines for free from the Supercell store? Yeah, true. I just kind of forgot to claim it, though. Bro, what is this guy? World War III? Bro, what is it? Dude, what the heck is it? Bro. We'll go poison here. Migo with the $2 dono says again, put the in fries to put. Bro, what? Put the in fry. Put. Wait, bag the in fries the put? Wait, you just said put the fries in the bag backwards. What in the world? What? Bag the in fries the put. What the heck? Dude, this guy, man. Dyslexic? Bro, I mean, that kind of made me dyslexic, not gonna lie, because I was so confused for the longest time. Okay, well, 9,500 is going to be really easy, just based off of how things are going so far. Because we're also matching a ton of guys, it seems like, that are also, like, pretty underleveled. This should actually be really easy. I need to hit 15,000 this month or next season for rank, man. I wonder if I should... I don't know if I could get 15,000 with my levels, but maybe I should do a series or for streaming where I try to get to 15,000 on this account as a level 14. That could be pretty fun. This is a bot, I think. I'm not going to lie, there's no way this guy's a bot with the name he has. If he had another name, I would think it's possible, but dude, this guy's name and he's in a clan World War III, there's no way this is a bot. Like, there's actually no chance. Like, with his name, there's no way. And the... Like, yeah, there's no way. Pookie Bear Eric says this guy's geeked right now. You mean my opponent or me? Or both? Casey says W speed. Set and settings are important, bro. Yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying. Good poison here. Boss, hit 15k on this account? I think I will. I'll have to upgrade some stuff probably, for sure, but it could be fun to do. Maybe even this stream I'll go for 10k, potentially. If 9,500 is so easy. I don't know, though. 10k might be kind of hard without upgrading a couple things. Caleb says, are there actual bots in CR? I think there are, yeah. There actually are. But the higher you get, then you won't really match them anymore. But I would say, like, when you're under 10k, you might actually match some bots, yeah. $10k is pretty easy. It should be. We'll see how it goes. Migo Mans with another $2 dono says Baal or Molach. What the heck is that? Thank you for the dono. I don't even know what that is. What does that? What do you even mean by that? Bro, this guy just went E-Giant at the bridge first play of the game. What even is that? Does anyone know what that is? Is everything fine with your creator code after the video about the edibles? Well, yeah, obviously. I saw someone's comment where someone thought there was a chance I would, like, lose my code. I thought that was a little silly. Like, you obviously wouldn't lose your code talking about that. I was surprised that people even thought there was a chance of that. Like, that's surprising to me. Like, did you guys know literally some creators even, like, Ken literally, like, smuggled alcohol into the world final or something? Like, him and Cashman, like, and he literally was talking about that in a video. Like, he was smuggling alcohol. So I'm surprised people thought that I would lose my code just for... Because, guys, the thing is, like, edibles in the US, they're actually, like... I'm pretty sure they're pretty much legal now in, like, all states. I mean, if we were talking about, like, crack or something, that would be a little different. I mean, we're talking about a legal drug, you know? Why are you snitching on Ken? I'm not snitching. He said it in a video. He literally recorded it and said it in a video. So I'm just, like, repeating what he said. I'm not even snitching. I was actually surprised he said that in a video. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, like, at this point, they're not going to take your code for, like, hardly anything. I mean, Jinxie is kind of, like, especially with Jinxie now doing and saying, like, everything he does, like, there's no way that they're going to, like, take anyone's code for something like that. I mean, you can't be, like, extremely racist or, like, sexist, obviously, but as long as you're not doing something like that, you're pretty much fine. It sucks that the RG's not evolved. Probably just Dark Prince here. Someone really just said, man, I won't be able to get a creator code then. Bro. Why you never play Expo? Well, Expo's not even good in the meta. He's gonna scar me, so we gotta poison here. Bruh, he really... Bro, this guy, man, what the heck? He really has a balloon that he just used last second. Oh my gosh, man. Bro, it's like, even when we start matching guys where their whole deck is level 15, it still won't even be that hard because these guys, like, I feel like don't really know what they're doing. How old are you? I'm 22. I recently turned 22 not too long ago. What are the requirements for a creator code anyway? You just need to have, like, a lot of, like, subscribers or followers on another platform. So, like, you can definitely get one from, like, TikTok too, if, like, you have, like, hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok. I think they value subs more though. Like, I would say, I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of a hot take, but I would say 1 million followers on TikTok is probably equivalent to, like, 200,000 subs on YouTube. I would maybe even say 100,000. I'm gonna be completely real. I would... Here's the thing. Here's the thing, chat. It depends on how you, like, value it. Because if you have a... So, if you have 1 million followers on TikTok, maybe you'll get recognized in real life more than someone that has 100,000 subs on YouTube. But that person that has 100,000 subs on YouTube is probably making more money than that creator that has 1 million followers on TikTok. Because you're not earning that much money off of TikTok. So it really depends, I feel like. Timmy just said 1 mil on TikTok is like 75,000, 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I would say 100,000, yeah. Venom says you're 22, then why you're so mature? A lot of people think I'm mature for my age, I don't know. It just depends on the person, yeah, but I would say I'm pretty mature for my age. I mean, sometimes I'm immature, but most of the times I'm pretty mature. We gotta watch out here. Firefrog says, yeah, I agree with that overall, Firefrogs. Ivan with the $2 dono says, I hate edibles. Thank you for the $2 dono. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not for everyone, for sure. We go Dark Prince. Does that stay in the left? Ah, shoot. Skitsar with the 14 Zardono says, I escaped North Korea to watch your videos. Oh, dang, that's a big commitment just to watch my videos. I appreciate that. Hopefully, hopefully you don't have any, like, family in North Korea. But thank you so much for the dedication. I appreciate that. We'll go poison here. I don't even know like how to respond to that, to be honest. That's like actually kind of crazy. All right, we'll go guards here. I've been convicted of war crimes to watch your video. I mean, who hasn't been convicted of war crimes at this point? Am I right, guys? All right, I'm kind of trolling, but all right. We can relax a little bit. We can relax a little bit. We'll go Tesla here. So 1.1% is not enough. Wait, percent of what? What percent are we talking about? Bro, he just got barreled all the way back there. Oh my gosh. These guys are crazy, man. Prediction on the Skarmy? Oh! Let's go. He had to give us that well played. Let's go, baby. Did you ever consider doing an edible again? Nah. After what happened, I don't want to try it again. It's not worth it. Like, I feel like everyone's brain chemistry is different. Like, you know, and if you have a bad experience, I feel like it's a sign you gotta take it, like, to not do it again. Peace of mind is really just the most important thing, I feel like, more than anything. Wait, what happened? Chloe, watch my last video, I guess when you get a chance or when I'm done streaming. That'll kind of explain what happened. You gotta try the mushroom, though. I already tried I had shrooms before I had an edible. I had, like, one of my good guy friends had, like, chocolate shrooms. I've tried that before. And interestingly enough, the experience ended up being better. Like, way better than when I had the edible. I would actually... and that's the reason why a lot of people don't consider edible psychedelics. But I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I think an edible is, or can be, considered a psychedelic drug is because for people like me, it had those types of effects. It might depend on the dose and everything. But a lot of people, that was the one thing people were disagreeing with the most in my video when I called edibles a psychedelic, because I think it is, in my opinion. But maybe it depends on the dosage and everything. But I do think they are, because if they're not, I don't know what else it is. I mean, they're not a stimulant, they're not a depressant, so what else could it be? Like, obviously, I know a bit about how drugs are classified. Like, cigarettes would be a stimulant, right? Or like crack. Alcohol would be like a depressant. And then there's opioids. But I feel like edibles and weed, I feel like they're a psychedelic because they make things go in slow motion. And for some people, it could cause you to, like, hallucinate and stuff, you know? And it just, like, completely could mess up your, like, thought pattern and things like that. So I think it just depends on the person. We'll go Dark Prince here. We might actually be cooked a bit. That wasn't that bad. That could have been a lot worse. I think I'm just going to cycle a Tesla here. Perfect timing. I heard Boss donated 10K trophies to the kids in Africa. What? Good poison here. Pekka Magadite is crazy, but we are actually losing. Wake up early. Yeah, I woke up at like 5 a.m. I kind of fixed my sleep schedule for the most part. I think we're fine. This has been, like, by far the most stressful match this stream so far, but we're okay. If it's a high dose above 25 mg, could mess you up, though. I don't even know what the dosage was. I would have to ask her to know. But it might have been 10. Each one might have been 10, so both would be 20. But some people are more sensitive than others. I've found that I'm a lot more sensitive to substances compared to other people. So I think it's very much dependent on the person as well. But I don't know if some are worth more, because some edibles might be like 50 or something. I really have no idea how much the doses are. Are you going to Atlanta for CRL? Yeah, I was invited. They invited a lot of the NA creators. I already invited. They already, like, booked my, like, flight and stuff. So I'm planning on going, like, 99% sure. Did you intentionally fix your sleep schedule, or did your sleep schedule fix itself? Because how long do you think it's messed up again? Maybe a combination of both, but when it gets out of hand, I intentionally try to stay up more. If that makes sense. I fix it over the course of, like, a few days, pretty much. It'll probably get messed up again eventually, but if I start, like, if I decide to soon, like, oh wait, hold on. If I'm, like, applying to college soon and then I have classes again, if I get, like, accepted or decide what college I want to go to, I'll be, like, getting up. There'll be a reason to get up earlier, basically. I kind of want a Tesla to get rid of this Inferno drag so the RG can... Yeah, that's fine. Nice. Can you vlog the trip CRL this year? I don't really know, to be honest. I know, like, OJ does. I don't know if I got, like, all the equipment for that. I'd have to see. I saw a comment in your recent video saying the girl was underage. Please clarify. Bruh, anyone can just comment anything. She was 18. All I said in the video was she was younger than me. I know, like, obviously people are wow, the minion horde didn't even stop the Dark Prince. But yeah, she was 18. She's 19 now, though. Like, if you must know. But yeah, like, she was 18. Like, bro, people were just like, people just say anything, you know? We can RG pocket, I guess. Bruh. Someone on TikTok said she was 15. Alright, chill. He gave up. Nice. Don't tell me this guy's got the pass and he's not even using... I'm gonna have to check his deck after this game. Thoughts on the this year World Finalists? It's honestly pretty stacked. Like, I would say the only one that ended up being unexpected was XOP Sam. Like, everyone else is pretty, like, good right now, I feel like. Riley got the silver ticket. Bro, I honestly, I can't believe he got the silver ticket, because I'm pretty sure he got 4th. Like, he didn't even get 3rd, but it's because, like, all the other people ahead of him already had it. Like, dude, I don't know. That's crazy to think that he might still qualify. Like, that's crazy. But he has to win the whole last chance qualifier. Like, he basically has a 1 in 12 chance. You could actually argue it's higher than that, because he and 3 other people have, like, a bye in the first round, but it's probably like a 1 in 10 chance. He got 6th? Dude, like, that's... Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Like, getting top 6 and getting the silver ticket is, like, crazy. Hopefully we can get rid of this Night Witch. Wow, we defended. We actually are going to defend. That's insane. Migo Mans with the $2 dono says the cops love to poison people. Wait, what do you mean? Thank you for the $2 dono. Might as well RG in the pocket. Substance abuse. That's kind of funny. I didn't abuse any substance, though. Substance abuse is like if you're addicted to something, I'm pretty sure. Will you ever try drugs or psychedelics again? Certain kinds of drugs, definitely not, because I feel like it's not worth it. But drugs in general, I would say no. Even alcohol, I'm considering quitting soon because I've kind of had, like, I feel like it's been, for me at least, with my experiences I've had with it, it's not really been worth it, I feel like. Yeah, nice. Now you can get the tower. Dex and Spec with the $2 dono says just getting back into it, stuck at 8,500. Any tips? What like evos are you using and your card levels? That'll help me like grasp, I guess, if you should be higher or not. If you could give more like information about your deck you're using and card levels, I could probably help you a lot more. We're 9,300 now. Jay says, this is the guy that made a public video about doing drugs with an underage girl. Bruh, like, why, just because I said she's younger than me, is everyone saying, like, underage? I should have just, like, in the video specifically said 18. Just so, like, bro, this is crazy. We go wizard here. How are you so good at talking? I don't understand how you and Ken can talk for an entire video without stuttering. I don't really know. I mean, Ken's better at it, I feel like, than I am, but I'm a bit younger than him. To be fair, I think I might catch up, who knows. But, I don't know. I've kind of always been, like, a pretty good communicator ever since I was young. I think it's just something you get better at with practice, because, I mean, when I first started making videos and streaming, I wasn't amazing at it. You get better at it over time, though, with experience. Guys that talk a lot stutter less. Yeah, I mean, I guess the more used to it you are, the less it happens. Daxon Spec with the $5 dono says, level 14 everything, Evo, Furnace, and Knight with Hog. If you have everything level 14, you probably should definitely be at least at 9,000. The Evo, Furnace, and Knight are very good as well. I think your deck would probably be okay. I don't know the exact deck, but Hog is definitely a solid win condition. Do you have like a building in your deck, like a cannon or like a Tesla maybe? Poison. Jay says 18 is basically underage, so that's just that you are waiting. So, So she was barely 18. Bro, what do you mean waiting? Because I met her when she was 18, and she actually was like almost 19. Like, she's 19 now. Like, it was literally someone I met from Tinder. We'll go poison here. JD's rage baiting? Bro, I know, he probably is. They've never interacted with women, so this is what you get. I guess. I don't know. Can people find your YouTube from Tinder? You should be careful about that, bro. Why is that a bad thing? Just out of curiosity, if people can. I'm kind of curious. Oh, wow. He just predicted... that wasn't an amazing play, but he did just predict the Tesla. I mean, I will say one of my Tinder pictures is the YouTube play button, and it's like a selfie where it's like I'm like, I thought it was pretty cool. Like, it's like my face basically in the play button. Like, I did that I remember too, like when I like Hinge and Tinder, and the play button says your YouTube. So yes, actually, but wait, why is that a bad thing? I'm trying to understand. So to answer your question, people can find my YouTube from like Tinder, I guess is what what you said, yeah. Wait, but why is that a bad thing? Or is that just like subjective and based on opinion? That's I feel like what a lot of like creators do though. They have their like there's even one in the Clash community that does it. I don't know if I want to say who it is, but he's like an even bigger creator than I am. And like I saw how his like what his pictures were on his dating apps. You're a big YouTuber usually means money or clout. Some females might try to get with you for those or even steal. I mean, I'm not really at that point where like I'm at the level where like I'm absolutely like rich. Like I don't think that's something I need to be super concerned about. Like it would be different if I was like a multi-millionaire, you know what I mean? But even then I don't know if it's like I don't even know how to word it. Like, it's something you need to be careful about, but I feel like people are with, like, everyone for a reason. Like, I don't know. Obviously, it should be because of how you are as a person the most, but I feel like, I don't know, there's a reason why guys try to, you know, better themselves, like, in a lot of aspects, you know, like, try to, like, look better, like, get in good shape, like, make a lot of money. And I mean, it's true, it's something you gotta worry about. Like, especially like celebrities. Like, if we're talking about like famous actors or like music artists, like at that point, definitely. But the thing is, celebrities oftentimes, that's why they end up being with like other celebrities oftentimes. Because then they know that at least they somewhat kind of like the other person, because they know that they both have like money and like fame. So are you related to Buff Mac? You really look like him. No, they both actually have like, I don't want to say they're identical, but Charlie, that's his name by the way, I think Buff Mac has a twin that looks just like him. It's like Tom. It actually, I think it might be an identical twin, pretty much. Oh, I forgot about that. That's pretty bad, actually. Dude, they're just wizard. I want to get an RG going, but he's got that. Nice. He just screwed up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Nice win. That's only has 9,300 trophies. You fall off. Bro, what the? I'm on my mini right now. Don't go to girlfriend, please. I'll hold you back from Ultimate Champion. I already had Ultimate, though. On my main account. Don't do THC again. That had to have been a horrible experience. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing it again. Or any kind of drug that could, like, alter my mind like that. Just poison here. OJ talked about how many girls from Bumble knew him from his cookie run videos. Yeah, he was saying more girls know him from that than from Clash Royale, which is kind of crazy. How'd you adjust to living on your own after moving out, and how's your experience in general? I mean, it's been pretty good thus far. I feel like it wasn't like a really big adjustment. Go Dark Prince here. Because I feel like I was overall ready to like move out because I was already like 21. And my mom isn't like super far away. She's like a half hour away from me, so we can still like visit pretty often. Alright. Yeah, I'll log, otherwise that might have even gotten 2 hits. Boss, save some girls for the rest of us. Bruh, like honestly at this point I'm not even like dating isn't even like a big priority right now in my life, like especially this like I don't know, bro. I'm trying to date with intention more. That's what I was trying to do at the start. I feel like my experience is kind of the stereotypical thing for like a lot of guys I notice, or probably like women too. You like, I don't know, you really like someone, you really care about someone, doesn't work out, feelings like aren't mutual, and then it's just like you date other people, you don't care as much about them, it's like short-term stuff, and then it's like you get tired of it, and then it's just like, you know. We'll go baby drag here. And now it's just kind of like, I kind of just like, I don't know. I'm more at the point now where I just like want to date with intention again. Boss toxic confirmed. What do you mean toxic? Ah, shoot. You go Mega Knight. Because I didn't, like, lead anyone on or do anything bad. Ah, shoot. We probably lost here. I'm saying like a lot because I need to think about what I'm saying. I need to be careful. When I'm like recording, oh my god, I said it again. When I'm recording a video though, then it's easier for me to speak well. But when I'm streaming, I have to focus on playing too. think we lost finally. This was a pretty tough matchup, I feel like, but not only that, this was the first guy that played decently, I feel like. Yeah, that's the first loss we got this stream. Damn. I mean, 3 X's isn't that many. Is 3 how many you've had, or what would you consider an X exactly? But no, the person that called me toxic, I wasn't doing anything toxic. The best way to explain it is none of the women I've been with were women that were good for me. You know what I mean? None of them were like good quality. Even the first woman I really liked, she wasn't a good woman for me. I didn't know that initially. It took me so long to understand that. Because I was so like delusional or like in love. You know, you care a ton about the person you share those first times experiences with. But I'm saying her and all the women after her, they were women that weren't right for me. I'm not saying I think there's a common misconception. People think that guys that like have been with a lot of women, they're toxic or like bad boys. It's more so like I knew the women after her were not good for me, but it's like I didn't care, basically, which is not good. But I'm like realizing now I need to date with more intention. We'll go RG here. That was a nice kite. I'll take it. If they don't date with intention, it's just messing around. Yeah, exactly. It's like because of, I guess, like what I went through, I just kind of, my thought process was like, it's like better than nothing, you know what I mean? Like, even though I know they're not good for me, I'm just thinking it's better than nothing. It's better than being alone, you know? It's better it's better than nothing. Even though I knew these weren't the women I would want to marry, or I would just know I wouldn't. And I just think that's not great. I don't know. I've just come to realize it's not great. This Tesla here. And it's like, I do want to get married and have kids someday, so I guess it's like the older I get, the more I realize, like, you know, I need to start taking it more seriously. The RG here. Alright, nice. That's going to be a lot of damage. Which Evo is good to buy first? I only have level 14 RG and Evo Archers. I only buy passes. I would say the Royal Giant's a bit better than the Evo Archers, unless you run Expo. But I'd say the RG would probably be better. Or you could wait until you upgrade some of the other cards that have better Evos. Pernich, or however you pronounce your name on TikTok, says, people are scary on both genders. My first intention when it comes to a woman isn't a future, it's a friend. Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at things. I wonder if it's better to view things that way. If you should... I guess there's, yeah, two different mindsets you can have that a lot of people would consider good. You could go into dating with the intention of hopefully, you know, you're dating to see if they'd be a good fit to be your future wife, or what you said, starting out as like friends or something. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's an interesting way to look at it. I guess it depends, yeah, on how you are as a person. We'll go baby drag here. Levy on TikTok said that's how you get friend zone. Yeah, that's like one thing you got to consider too. So it's kind of hard to know sometimes. What do you think of RG Witch Vines in this meta? I think it's alright, but I think RG's not in the best spot, but if you use it, it's good with Vines, the people that are playing it. Tesla, I guess. Darren says you don't get friend zone if she thinks you're cute. Just be nice and see where things go. Yeah, it just depends. I think there's a lot of factors. I mean, it also gets down to how good of a quality the person is, because if we get into like religion and things like that, like people that are waiting till marriage and stuff like that, obviously there's, well, anyone doing that, it's going to start out as friends, even if both people find the other person attractive. Like, so it actually really depends on the scenario, for sure. Like, I would agree with that. Bro, what the heck is... Oh, it's a fake SK. What the heck? I was so confused for a second, and then I realized it's a fake SK, I'm pretty sure. At least I'm 90% sure. It's as many people are saying. Waiting till marriage is so unrealistic. What if she hates it? It depends, because people that are very religious, like Catholic or like Muslim, they actually do. Like, obviously, you know, Muhammad Light is, and people like Ian as well, like, because they're very religious. So some people actually do, because they're going to find a woman that does also. And you could say, sure, there's not a lot of women out there, but bro, if you become such an amazing man, then you can find a woman out there. Like, And I would say Mo and Ian are kind of proof of that. They're literally like a top 0.1% man. You know what I mean? So if you get to that point, it's not that difficult to find a woman that shares your values, you know? I mean, they both made it in life. If you want to find a woman that has your values and you have high standards, you need to become a really good man, you know what I mean? If you get, like, if you do what they do, then you won't have a problem with it. So if you're good enough Clash player, I'm saying it's not just Clash, like anything. Like, the point is they're both rich and successful, basically. You know, I'm more so referring to that. Okay. You're doing a lot better than the average 22-year-old. I know that, but I have high standards for myself, you know? Oh my god, bro. Really got like a fake SK. Spewing lies, bro. Yeah, C14, I agree with that. A big issue is people not realizing in order to be good with someone else, you need to work on yourself first, learn discipline, and focus on school, uni. Then focus on others, be the priority. I agree with that, but I don't know if I would say, as your argument, like school and uni, because I don't know if that's the right path for everyone. Like, you can be very successful without college. Like, I'm doing very well for myself, and I don't have like my bachelor's degree yet. I mean, I just got my associates. I'm debating right now whether I want to continue or not because I'm doing very well without a degree. But I'm leaning more towards continuing and getting my my bachelor's degree, just for kind of the usefulness of it. I feel like. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get the king activated, but. Ah, man, it died, unfortunately. Nice. Apple user said, I think finding a woman my standards is impossible. Well, what are your standards? I will say in this generation, it could be kind of difficult, but it depends, I guess, on who you are as a man. I don't even know what my standards would be for a woman. I mean, I don't know if this is bad, but I feel like at the moment it's more so... It's probably basic stuff. I don't have a ton of things. It's not like I got a long list. Okay, we do get the king activated. Like, my standards might change as I get older, but honestly, at this point, I feel like the main thing I care about is I mostly just want a woman that looks good and is nice to me and is loyal. Those are really the three things I care about. I don't know, like, if that's bad, but those are the first three things that come to my mind. Like, is she attractive? Is she nice? Like, treats me with respect and loyal? Those are the three things I feel like I care most about. I feel like, though, a lot of guys kind of feel the same way. Those are like, I don't know. Those are the main three things I care about, honestly. It's not like I got like a huge like list of things. That's really about it. We'll just poison here. guards. Bro, this firecracker's getting so much value. All you need is looks, loyalty, and someone who's genuinely nice, like Boss said. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, it might take me being older to think of more things, but... Little Tesla here. You should look for a little intelligence. Yeah, intelligence in my case is important because I'm pretty smart. That's a good point. I couldn't long term be with a woman that's stupid. Yeah, you're actually correct with that. And that doesn't necessarily mean that she needs to have a college degree. What it means is, like, if we can actually have, like, conversations that are, like, kind of... She can actually talk about things that I'm into that are, like, complex, you know? So, yeah, if we want to add a fourth, it would be intelligence. I'm not saying she needs to be as smart as me, but she can't be dumb. Okay, yeah. We could add that in. We could add that in. I actually like that. Intelligence is pretty important. I like that. SK says, I'm pretty smart, in quotes, with 0 degree addicted to a video game. Dude, you're pretending... I don't know how old you are. I'm going to assume you're a grown man pretending to be another grown man on YouTube. I'm sorry, but I cannot take what you say seriously. I'm sorry. Like, dude, you are an SK. SK doesn't know you, bro. He doesn't know you. We're 2 off 9,500. You also got to factor in if she wants kids or not. True, yeah. So, okay, it's like there's 5 things. Like, it's like now the more we talk about it, now you guys are making some good points. Like, there's probably like 5 things, yeah. I said facts tell me it's not the truth. You can believe what you want. I know what my IQ is, and I know what I'm capable of, too. And half the reason, it might be a bad reason to do this, but half the reason I'm trying to motivate myself to finish school and get my bachelor's degree, even though I only have my associates right now, is for this exact reason. Just so other people think, for whatever reason, I'm more intelligent because of it. It's for this exact reason alone. As, like, bad as it might sound, because, like, for some reason in this generation, we think that if you have a degree, you're more intelligent than someone that doesn't have one. It's sad, but that's how things are. We'll go Dark Prince here. He's got bats, so I can't go RG. I really don't want to use this baby drag here. I don't want to use my Tesla because then if I do, he can go balloon. You have a Discord server? Not really at the moment, to be honest. If that only gets 1... Yeah, we still got a chance. This is that first, like, person we maxed that has, like, pretty much almost everything upgraded. We'll go ours here. Dude, the baby dragon went crazy. Yeah, that's game. That guy had like the highest levels I think we've matched like so far. I have like mostly 15s. That's a fake SK? Yeah, it's not a real SK. Because the real SK is modded. He was rage baiting a lot. We'll poison here. Probably 2.6. Likely, though, he's not that amazing with it. Yeah, nice. Honestly, as a point, bro, this JD guy was rage baiting earlier, too. JD, I remember you. I'm sure the future is in technology and coding, and that's what I'm learning even though I cry. I mean, unless AI takes over those fields, I guess it's hard to say, though. Is he right, though? I don't think smart people are playing video games all day. They're solving real-world problems. I mean, if you gave me the option, would I rather be rich off of playing a video game or be rich off of whatever your interpretation of solving real world problems is? I would choose playing a game because it's easier. And part of being successful is working smarter, not harder, necessarily. And it depends on what you would consider a real world problem as well. You don't necessarily become rich and successful just because you're an engineer. It depends on what you do with it. We'll just RG here. My gosh, I don't know how that didn't get a shot. Nice. Exactly. You need to be smart and intelligent to be successful solving real world problems, which is why I take the easier path playing video games, which doesn't require any intelligence. It's mostly just to build myself up and earn money. I want to get into politics and other things when I get older. But at the moment, I'm 22 years old, so I wouldn't even be able to go that route if I wanted to. Because for most positions, you have to be at least 25 or 30, at least in the US. It's not like I'm in a big rush. I'm 22. Like, the fact of the matter is, JD, I'm doing way better than most 22-year-olds. And I would be willing to bet I'm probably doing better than you are, too. So, you can say what you want, but... And sure, I probably will have a bachelor's degree soon from a good school. That's not everything, though. It's just the value we put on degrees and education. Use Tesla, I guess. Someone was saying, would you rather... Someone was saying something about smart or having a lot of money. Well, there's different factors to it. I mean, I wouldn't say just having a lot of money, but I would say I would rather be a professional athlete or a famous music artist than be someone that's... Someone was saying, JD is saying, or like the SK guy were saying, solving real world problems or being like an engineer or whatever. I would rather be a famous music artist or professional athlete. And most people would consider them dumb, right? Not as smart. But I would prefer that over being a smart engineer any day of the week. The King with the €5 dono says, your last video kind of explained the Berserker short you made, Lamau, just a joke, love your content. Hey, thank you for the dono, I appreciate that. All content creators who are really successful are successful because they're dumb. Look at XQC, Kai Cenat, Aiden Ross. I would agree with you overall. But they are funny, though. You got to be funny and have good traits that a lot of people want to have. And once again, I would rather be those guys you name than some intelligent engineer. Because they're all set for life and incredibly famous. They're doing better in life than someone solving real-world problems. It's the sad reality, and you could make the argument that's like a problem with our generation, that's what we value, but I would rather be those guys if I had the option. And maybe that's easy for me to say because I'm already a content creator. But to be honest, I would rather be those guys, but then also be intelligent too at the same time. But it's probably not possible to have both. But they're probably not as stupid as you think they are either. They have good people skills. You know, they're always doing collabs with other creators and celebrities. Kai Cenat especially, like, he's always got rappers on his stream. Again, I don't even know why we're having this conversation, though, because didn't Aiden Ross literally have an interview with Trump? I mean, he's doing more than, I would say, the average engineer. I don't know, bro. I think this is just a ridiculous discussion to be having. Alright, nice. GG. Who's smarter, Aiden Ross or Terrace Tao? I don't know who that is, Terrace Tao, to be honest. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I don't know if I know for sure who that is. JD, but look, and I'm sure everyone in the chat and even yourself would agree with this. You're criticizing me or other people that are Clash Royale content creators or content creators themselves because we're stupid, but you're spending your time watching me. Why would you waste your time watching someone so stupid? Because you should have real world problems to solve. You shouldn't have time to watch people as stupid as me, right? I know Evo RG. I don't have it. I only got the free Evos on this account. We gotta go in here. Hopefully we can get us tower. Oh, that's farmy though. The guard's cool. No, because he's got log. We gotta see if we can defend. Content creation's obviously much better than a real job. Like, oh, would you only do that? You only do it because it's easier. The thing is, like, even if, because I probably will get my bachelor's degree, right? And I could even decide to get my master's after. Even if I had that and I was able to get a 9-to-5 job that other people would perceive as harder, why would I do that when I can pick my own schedule and be a content creator? Or I would even just say an entrepreneur all around. It doesn't even have to be just content creation. My goal is to be an entrepreneur my whole life and pick my whole schedule. Because even if it's not doing content creation, it could be having my own company or other form of business. I'm just getting a degree as a backup. I don't want to have a typical 9-to-5 job ever, in all honesty. Let's do baby drag here. I'll poison this. That was a good defense. Poison. Got the 9,500. That was the goal of the stream. I might play like one more though, kind of like a bonus game. We might be able to hit 10K. I wouldn't be surprised if we could actually hit 10K. Play ladder on your main? I might. I'm gonna play one more game though, past 9,500. Against Joe. Got rocket. We probably want to RG off of this, most likely. Yo, what the? It's something if you make more or less than 200K per year, don't need an exact figure. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, like, at my age, even if it was, and I'm not trying to say exactly what I'm making, bro, but like, we'll go wizard here. JD, I'll tell you one thing. I'm making enough to own my own place. I have a 2-bedroom condo. I'm probably gonna be a single-family homeowner by the time I'm 25. That's all you need to know as far as finances are concerned. I own my own car. This is like, in terms of finances, this is like probably top 5% of someone my age. Bare minimum 10%, so you don't have to worry about my finances. I won't have to, if I decide to continue studying for my bachelor's degree, I won't even have to take out loans. So I can tell you all that, but you don't need to know exactly what I'm making. You can poison here. Then what are you dissatisfied with? I'm not dissatisfied with anything, but JD was trying to make an argument about something in the chat, apparently. It's wizard. Do I even have to do anything? Nah, yeah, we're chilling. The barrel's doing so much damage. We just need basically like one or more shots from the RG and we're good. GG. Well, there's YouTube, but I also invest too and do other things. What's your opinion on Joe Burrow being out? Joe Burrow? Who's that user? I'll play a couple of games on my main account probably, but I'm probably going to call it soon. I was going to work out and record a video in a little bit. I don't know what this guy's running. We'll just wait in the machine, probably. Dolph Lundgren. I know that guy. I know that guy from Rocky. I saw the Rocky movies, actually. How's it going, Faith? I was thinking of going Vines, but I figured there was probably, like, no point. Shamaria, dude, what did I just read? Holy cow. Valk. I was gonna record a video playing Valk, probably in a graveyard deck. So we're gonna talk about why Valk is a lot better than Knight in this meta, because of a lot of people running Witch, basically. Valk's getting a lot of value. I don't know. I think we're in shambles. We're just not getting through. Oh my gosh. I was not going to risk reading the chat. I mean, I'm going to lose anyway, so maybe I might as well at this point. This is a hard counter. Just say higher or lower than 200k. JD, first of all, there's no Clash Royale content creator that talks about how much money they make. Like, not a single one. Give an exact amount. And the reason why I don't like that question is the way you're wording it. You're basically implying that anything under 200k is bad. So you're basically implying that a 22-year-old making $150,000 a year, let's just use $150,000 as an example. You're saying that's bad, when in reality that would be like top like 1% probably, for a 22-year-old to be making. So that's why I don't understand where the 200,000 comes from, because 150,000 would still be incredible, but you're implying that that's bad for a 22-year-old to be making. That's why I don't like the question, if it's over or under 200k. Without saying the amount, that's all I'm going to say. $200k is the number they're going for because that's really well off. The thing is, most adults in their lifetime don't even get to the point where they're making 200,000 a year or more. Even if you're 50 years old making that money, you're very well off. If you're 22 years old and you're earning over 100,000 a year, or even, I'm not saying exact what I'm earning. I would even say if you're 22 earning 50,000 a year, that's incredible. But over 100,000, incredible. 150. So I don't like the question being under 200,000. Like, it's basically like, it's either good or bad if it's under 200k. Did you study scientistology? What's that? Lo says funniest stream ever. I'm glad you're entertained. Oh, it is a little goofy. It's not even hitting the witch. Fire Spear got distracted. We can go in here. Alright, nice. Alright, to make less of me now, apologize. See, this is how I know JD's trolling. We'll go barbell here. We'll go rage. Fandago left? Isn't that like the site where you buy movie theater tickets on? Or is that like another thing? Yeah, it's game. I'm gonna play one more, but I'm probably gonna end soon. I wasn't planning on playing ranked this stream, because I was gonna play ranked when I record a video. Alright, to make less of me now, apologize. JD, even if I earn less money than you, even if that was the case, I still wouldn't apologize because what I said is still true. And the other thing too is if you were confident in yourself, how much money you were making, you wouldn't feel like you're better than someone else just because you make more. Which is the sense I'm getting this whole stream. You're kind of giving off that energy about like the intelligence and the money and everything. If you're insecure about it, it doesn't matter how much you're making. Like, if you're secure with what you're making, you're not gonna think of a specific amount, is what I'm trying to say. And anyone on the internet could just, like, say any amount. Pretty much. It's Lucas, yeah. He's got P.E.K.K.A. though. The P.E.K.K.A. is gonna be kind of annoying. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a gob giant in front. That should basically get his tower, I think. My girlfriend left me for a guy that run faster than me. Is it pink? What, my fingertips or what? Maybe go minions here. Hopefully... Ooh, okay, I didn't get another shot. I'm kind of scared, though. Alright. That was a nice win. Against Lucas. D-Bear, D-Conquer with the $5 dono says you're good enough to go pro, my guy. Keep up the content. Would love to see some deck guides too. You think you might try and CRL in 2026? I mean, I don't know if I'd be, like, good enough to, like, make, the World Finals. Depends on how many people qualify. If they make it so 32 people make it, or at least 16, then maybe I'll play it. Or try to, if I don't have anything better to do. But if I'm going to school next year again, then I might not have time for that. I'd maybe rather focus on studying and content, so I have to see what I'm doing. Thank you for the dono, though. I'd figure out deck guides, potentially. I could think about doing it. Alright. I think I'll call it here. I was left for like an hour and a half, not like a really long time, but I wanted to work out soon, and then I was probably going to record a video shortly after that. So yeah, I appreciate you all watching. Bye-bye, TikTok. I'll end on TikTok first. Have a good day. Bye-bye. I need to upload another TikTok and short soon, I feel like. And yeah, I'll call it here on YouTube as well. Thank you everyone for watching on YouTube. I'm going to go work out and probably get something to eat in a little bit. What are you eating today? I was going to do a pull day, so back and biceps, basically. But, have a good one.